Well, hello everyone.
Hi.
Welcome to episode number 2 of Was It the Best? And this month we're going to be going back to the year 2005.
Yeah.
And we're going to discuss, this was actually suggested to us by Steven, if I remember correctly. And he left us a comment suggesting to look at the film Brokeback Mountain and whether it should have won Best Picture. And this one's a very vivid controversy in our minds because we saw Brokeback Mountain when it was in theaters in early 2006.
Yeah.
And this was around the time that it won Golden Globe Awards and before the Academy Awards. So it's odd because if I remember correctly, we had to come to Knoxville. We lived in Johnson City in the Tri-Cities at the time, going to college. We had to come to Knoxville to watch it because no one in the Tri-Cities ran the film, at least initially. I think it did later on, did it not?
I think eventually.
Eventually, yes. So that tells you how closed-minded conservative people are. Okay, and people just clicked off the video. But anyway, deal with it. We're a gay couple, you know. Let's go over the list of nominees for Best Picture. Okay. Brokeback Mountain, of course. Capote, which starred Philip Seymour Hoffman, the late Philip Seymour Hoffman. Good Night and Good Luck. That was a great movie.
Yeah.
We highly recommend that one if you haven't seen it, about Edward R. Murrow taking on Senator Joseph McCarthy during the Red Scare of the early 50s. It's a very well done movie. David Strathairn did great in that role, you know. And Munich, which is one of Steven Spielberg's movies that didn't do so well at the box office.
Wow.
The film that won is the film Crash. And Crash is a multifaceted story about racism within Los Angeles.
Yeah.
The police department, the investigators, and just other people surrounding. And it's this all-encompassing story about how people are racist and assuming towards other people, and
sometimes when they don't even realize it.
Yeah, unintentionally, it still happens anyway. And to tell you the truth, we had not seen that movie prior to just a few days ago.
Yeah.
We did not see it at the time, and I've always been meaning to go back and watch it because when Crash was announced as Best Picture back in 2006, I was like, huh? Now, keep in mind that Brokeback Mountain is a film that is still very good to this day. I mean, of course you have Jake Gyllenhaal and Heath Ledger, may he rest in peace also, that they play these two cowboys who aren't necessarily gay, but they fall in love.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's hard to say what you could label those two characters as in that movie. You know, whether you could label them as bisexual or just straight curious or what. I mean, the semantics of it aren't the purpose of this video. But anyway.
But they have a romance and a love story, and one that ends tragically, if I remember correctly.
Yep. Jake Gyllenhaal's character ends up getting murdered by homophobic people. You know, and that's very sad. Now, Ang Lee did win Best Director, and the script adaptation did win Best Adapted Screenplay. And it also won one other Oscar. What was the other Oscar it's won? I'm looking on the list here, by the way. Where is it? It won Best Original Score as well. Now, Crash also won 3 Oscars for film editing. Let's see here. Film editing, Best Original Screenplay, and Best Picture. Now, Crash is a very well-edited film.
Yeah.
It definitely deserved to win that award. Because, and you said it yourself the other night.
You know, all those different scenes where, like, cuts on doors slamming and that kind of thing. It's very interesting.
Yeah, we've tried to do some stylistic stuff ourselves, but it's not on the level of an Academy Award-winning edited film. nor do I expect to win a Webby or anything like that for this. But, I mean, what am I going to do? Magically replace you with Josh Willis? It could happen. Josh is freaking out right now. It's like, what the heck are they going to do? Okay, Josh, send us a green screen of you sitting, and I'm going to... No, I'm not going to do that. Okay, off topic. Anyway, the controversy remains... Now, okay, I'm going to bring this up, and I've not told you this, but I have found that in 2015, 10 years after the fact, or almost 10 years after the fact, The Hollywood Reporter did a poll of Oscar voters at that time and asked if they agreed with decisions now of films and awards then. And this specific one, the voters overturned it. And it's...
Just for the sake of this poll.
Just for the sake of this poll. So the voters at that time said that Brokeback Mountain was the best picture instead of Crash. Maybe those voters didn't remember Crash.
Well, Brokeback Mountain certainly has had a longer lasting impact.
Yes, because it was really the first movie that I know of on a mainstream scale that really hit the topic of male same-sex attraction really big. I mean, of course there have been other films prior to that, but it's really the first one that I saw, and not just with you, but myself in general.
I mean, it had a wide release with 2 A-list stars. You know.
Yes, so it was very, very significant. And I don't think we would have had movies like Love, Simon without Brokeback Mountain.
Probably not.
Probably not. So it's very significant. So the debate comes down to this. Was Crash the best picture of 2005? I'm going to go first here. As much as I want to say it is, for the time that Crash came out, I have to say it was the best picture because it dealt with an issue that is still with us now, with just everyone not really loving the other person and giving that kind of love and respect unconditionally. You know, racism is a problem. Racism is a problem in this country and still all over the world, really, you know. I mean, we have a racist in the White House. I mean, come on. We're not past the issue. We won't be anytime soon.
Yeah.
It unfortunately still exists. So I'm gonna shut up for the moment and sit back and let you talk.
I'm just really on the fence. Because, I mean, Crash was a good movie for all of those reasons about dealing with racism and all those things, even though it's one of those movies that hardly anybody remembers these days. But Brokeback Mountain broke a lot of ground too. So I really can't decide.
So you're just split on it.
Yeah.
I guess I'll accept that result. I mean,
maybe eking a little bit toward Brokeback Mountain should have won, but then you think other factors like, well, maybe Crash was the right winner. So
and that's the thing, and that's why we're doing this, is because it's just one of those eternal debates in which there's no clear winner. I mean, you wish you could... There only has to be one winner as far as the award is concerned. But I think the fact that it was nominated is significant enough for me, you know, because lots of things that are nominated don't win, but are still good, if not better, than the winner. Which again is the point of why we're doing this, you know. I'm going to change my mind a little bit here. I still think Crash was the better movie, but I still think it's just by a hair, by a small, minuscule hair. You know, I think we're just going to have to agree that it's just one of those issues that will never be resolved.
The Academy had a tough choice that year.
Yes, and I can't add any more than that. I mean, I'm really stumped to say anything else. So I think that's going to about do it for this discussion. Mm-hmm. So, have you seen the movies? What do you think? Leave us a comment down below.
Or you're just going to throw us all away and say Capote should have won.
Yeah, that's a very good point. That's a very good point. I mean, because not everyone could play Truman Capote. I mean, of course, Philip Seymour Hoffman won Best Actor, and probably deservedly so for that movie. I mean, the world misses him, and I'll tell you that. So, that's going to be it for Was It the Best this month. Next month, we actually don't know what we're going to do yet, so
find out.
You'll find out next month. So, if you like this video, please hit the like button.
Leave us a comment. Let us know what you think about this.
Mm-hmm. If you have any suggestions for us for Was It the Best, give us ideas. We're open to anything. This idea came to us from one of our subscribers. Thank you, Stephen. We appreciate you very much. All right. Please subscribe if you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed already.
Yep.
All right. And when you do that, please hit the notification bell as well. Then you get notified when we upload new videos.
Yep.
All right, so we will see you next time here on the Nick and Greg channel.
Yep.
And we love you very much. Give me a kiss. Bye now.